Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome back to another episode of Faux Profits Podcast. Today, my guest is Implied. Welcome, brother. How you
Yes,
doing?
sir. Pretty good, man. I'm cool and cool. You already know.
Yes,
How
sir.
you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
man?
Man, life is good. Another beautiful day. I had a chance to get a nap in while
I
you were
feel
getting
that.
yourself ready to jump on here as well. So, I'm pretty satisfied with the outcome. Ready to do the
Okay.
interview and talk some music with you and get
Yes,
some
sir.
history and find out what you really know about this hip hop thing,
Yeah.
man. So,
Yeah. All right. I'm
yeah.
ready.
So we gonna talk. All right. So we're gonna start off with the easy stuff. Where you from?
Yeah. Man, I'm from like 45 minutes outside of the city, outside of Chicago.
Okay.
Like the Waukegan area. Six Flags, technically that's what people say. That's what they associate us with. So that's where I'm from. I was born in Waukegan. So,
All right. All
yeah,
right.
man.
Growing up out there, a lot of times people say stuff like, "Oh, you ain't from Chicago. You from the
Yeah.
suburbs and everything
Yep.
like that." Blah blah
Yep.
blah. I'm sure you heard every little bit of it. How often
Yeah.
did you get a chance to come to Chicago growing up?
Man, honestly, all the time. My grandpa owned a Jamaican bakery over by the Field Museum. No, I'm sorry, the Museum of Science and Industry.
Okay.
He like co-owned it, and so we were there all the time. We would go to the shed, we would go to the Art Institute, all the museums. So I was pretty much there like maybe 2 or 3 times a week when I was younger.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it was decent. Yeah, and then when I got older too, I was still like when I was in middle school, high school, we would go to the shed. I ended up going on a field trip to the what's the space place called? What's that place called? Um, the auditorium, the big with the stars and everything like that. I can't
The
remember what it's
auditorium
called.
with the stars.
Yeah, what's that place called,
The
man?
auditorium with the
I can't
stars.
remember. The big space patorium or whatever it's called.
The
I haven't been
planetarium,
since I
shed
yes, the
aquarium.
planetarium. The planetarium. Yeah.
Okay, all right. That
I
man
haven't been
said the
there
big
since I was
big place with the stars, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you know this man ain't from Chicago. He went to the
no,
big
for real.
place
I
with the
haven't been there since I
stars.
was like 15, man. I'm
Okay,
30 now. It's
okay.
been a hella yeah.
Bet it up. All right, so let's get
Yeah.
some history from you because people are gonna look at you and they're gonna go, "What is he? Is he a mix of
Yeah, man.
African American and Anglo-Saxon? Is he Latino? What is it? What is
Yeah.
it?" So
Man, I've gotten everything from Muslim to Puerto Rican to
mm-hmm,
Venezuelan, man. My family's Jamaican. My grandparents are Jamaican. They were
mm-hmm.
born and raised there. And then they moved here when I think they were like maybe 20s, late 20s. And then my mom is just like half Jamaican, second generation. And then my dad is half black, half German.
Okay.
So I'm like 25% white, thank God. Not
Okay.
not
He
full
said,
half,
thank God.
not full half.
He
So,
said, thank
uh,
God. That's
nah, man,
wow.
cause that white side be coming out, bro. It'd be like,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you in the stadium and you be like, oh, let me get past it.
yeah,
That
yeah,
should be
yeah,
pissing me off.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man,
So
but
growing up, was that difficult dealing with that type of thing? Because
oh yeah, man.
I hear different stories from kids who are biracial. They say, man, you have no idea what it's like growing up, and you want
Yep,
to be black, but
yeah,
everybody keeps making it seem like being white is like the most great thing in the world, and then you find out it's like, yo, all the culture is coming from everybody that
yeah.
they keep talking negative about. So was that a difficult thing for you growing up?
I think it was the opposite for me, man. Everybody in my school was white as hell, and they wanted to be so bad. They wanted to be black so bad, or a lot of them wanted to be Hispanic. Because I grew up in this place called Round Lake, or my school was in this place called Round Lake, and it's all Hispanic folks, man. So everybody wanted to be Hispanic so bad, or black. And for me, it was like there's always that poetry person who's like, "Oh, I'm not black enough for the black kids, and not white enough for the white."
Hmm.
And that's honestly, that's really how it feels. It's like
Okay.
you're not accepted by one whatever.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like I was a little bit more outgoing, so I was accepted by like everyone. I
Yeah.
was talking to as many people as I can. But I think it affects me more now because like I am very much pro my black. You know what I'm saying? And pro Jamaican. And
Hmm.
a lot of people are
Hmm.
like, "Oh, well, you're light skinned." The jokes now about like you only get to celebrate half Black History. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, I know it's jokes, but it is difficult sometimes. It's like, man, I know I'm light skinned. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah.
The biggest comparison I get is Drake, and I fucking hate that guy. So
Oh, so
that's
have
the
you
biggest
and now
comparison.
let me ask you about that. Have you always hated that guy, or was it because of what happened recently?
You know what, man? I started hating Drake, and this is funny because I've had this conversation with my buddy.
Hmm.
I started hating Drake when nothing was the same because nothing was the same.
Okay.
He
Okay.
changed, and you could hear it. It's like his personality completely flipped.
Hmm.
So he was very hungry with those first two albums or the first three albums, and then after that he was still hungry, but it was like it was in a different way. I think he wanted people to perceive him differently,
I
and I
think
wasn't
that's what
feeling
it
it.
was. So
Yeah.
here's just what I think. All right, and we don't have to talk about this guy a
No, of
whole
course
lot.
not. Of
We
course,
don't have
don't
to
want to
talk
get in
about
too
him.
much. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we don't have to give him a lot of energy on this podcast or
Right.
anywhere in life because you're your own person and you do what you do
Yeah.
because of the music that you like.
Of course.
But here's a guy who grew up in a suburban neighborhood and he
Yeah.
was a childhood actor and he's been
Yes.
acting the majority of his life.
Yeah.
So because of that, he's been putting on a show for everybody his whole life. So
Yeah.
he's not necessarily being what people think he is. He's playing a character. And
Yes.
let me also say this for people who don't know, a lot of them are playing characters. That's the whole point of having an alias and not using their real name.
Absolutely.
They are all
Absolutely.
playing a role and playing a character. And some of
Yeah.
them, if you press them while you are out, they will let you know, hey man, like this is just for entertainment.
Yeah.
He isn't the only one. It just so happened that he did something that you just said. He
Yeah.
got a little too caught up in playing the role that he was playing, and it finally
Hmm.
caught up with him, and it bit him in his butt.
It happens. It happens. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad either. It might skyrocket his career. You never know. But
Hmm.
yeah, I just don't personally like it. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it got played out, and once it got
I
played
agree.
out, a lot of people started to respond, and I think it just wore down on certain types of people, like the person he got into it with recently, and he just said, "Yeah, I'm not going
Yes.
back down either." I'm
Yeah.
sitting,
I feel
and
it.
then yeah, and then you go and listen to a lot of the songs. He was like, I've been throwing shots at you the same way you've been throwing shots at everybody else this entire time.
Yeah.
I've been throwing shots at you, and then now it just came to a boil. So,
Facts.
boom.
Right. Right. Right.
Oh, enough of that guy.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about your start in music. What are your earliest beginnings of music? How did you first get into hip hop?
You know what, man? It wasn't hip hop for me, which is
Okay.
really weird. I feel like it was for me. It was pop, jazz, and R&B.
Mm.
The first two CDs I ever owned in my entire life were Michael Jackson and Ricky Martin, actually,
All right.
which
Okay.
is crazy because the Super Bowl, Ricky Martin was just in the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny,
Mm-hmm.
so that was iconic for me. And then really after that, it was like Stevie Wonder, Shaka Khan, and then I realized later on in life that all the hip hop songs that I'm later listening to sample all that stuff that
There you
I
go.
was really interested in earlier. So I was like, man, this is kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? The music is fusing together.
Mm-hmm.
And then both my mom and my dad love hip hop and R&B and jazz and stuff like that as well. So my dad would put me on to like the harder stuff, Wu-Tang, Mob Deep, even Tribe, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom was putting me on to more of the R&B, more of the Aaliyah, more of the even like Missy Timbaland and stuff. She was putting me on to that stuff. So really, I feel like I have a good, well-rounded sense of music in general.
Okay.
So when it came down to hip hop for me, that was the one that I fell in love with the most because I felt like when I started writing just in general, because I wanted to be a singer at first. I was
Oh,
like, man,
really?
I was gonna be a singer, and I still sing.
All right.
But I was gonna be a singer at first. I started in the church choir, and then I joined my school's choir, and then I was gonna sing, and then I started writing. And I was like, man, this feels more like hip hop.
Okay.
And so me and my homie Luke, we started writing some stuff, and we thought it was dope. And his brother had been rapping for like at this point probably like 5, 10 years. And we linked up with him and we just started making hip hop music.
For
So
sure, for sure.
yeah.
What are your earliest beginnings of jazz music? Like when were you first listening to that, and what captivated you about jazz?
My grandparents, like I said, they're from Jamaica. They don't like
Hmm.
hip hop at all. They like
Hmm.
reggae, or they like jazz, or they like funk. Um, but probably the earliest song I remember was like Anita Baker. Um, what's the one song? Shoot, I can't remember the title. I'm terrible with song names. But like
Okay.
Anita Baker, always in the car. I don't know if you remember this station, WNUA
The
95.5. Yeah, bro. Yeah,
5.5.
that's all we had in the car. So
Hmm.
it was Anita Baker. It was Luther Vandross. It was even like Simon and Garfunkel or Hall and Oates, stuff like that. That just
Hmm.
really hit me.
Hmm.
Doobie Brothers, Michael McDonald,
Okay.
stuff like that just spoke to me, really spoke to my soul,
For
and it
sure.
excites me even now. Like I went back and listened to like two or three Luther albums, and it's
Hmm.
just like, man, it still stands up today, and that's what I
Yeah.
love, you know.
Yeah, classic music right there. When you start talking about Luther Vandross, man,
Whew.
and what a hell of a voice from a guy like that. You
Yes,
know,
yes,
beautiful, angelic voice that he had. You know,
it was insane, man,
yeah,
and it's sad, man. That's one that really hit me, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So
Hearing about him passing, his
yeah,
transition, yeah. But
that
here's
one
the
really,
so, and this is why I'm glad you said that, and it's not to make fun of nobody's death, but this is why
of
they
course,
say, whatever it is that you're good at, leave it all here. Empty your vessel. Empty your
yes,
vessel, pour out as much as you can. That is your service to the people or to yourself while you are here, is to pour out your talent
yeah.
onto this earth. That way, when it's your time to go, you can
You don't
never
have
say that
any,
you don't have
yeah,
nothing left. So when you leave
yeah,
here, you transition, and whatever it is you believe in, whatever God it is, or being that you or creation or creator that you believe in, when you go back to them and you are presented in front of them, you can say, I gave everything, man.
that's facts.
You know, when they weigh your soul, they say, well, oh, okay, you didn't leave nothing behind, man. We don't
Nope.
want you coming back in here. You got to empty your pockets when you come in here. We don't want you to have nothing, no wallet, no
one
nothing.
one and done because you don't want to start the whole process over, man.
Mm-mm.
You
And that's
know?
the thing about it. You know, I don't know how you feel, brother, but I don't want to come back to this motherfucker and do it again.
No,
I want to be
no,
done with it.
no.
You know, I
Yeah,
want to
man.
have
It's
lived, loved, and laughed with the people who were
facts.
the most important to me. And in the
Yes.
process, I emptied out everything I could to them, to my community, to my family,
Right.
to my friends, and I was done when I left. My
Yes, sir.
everybody that was supposed to get my love and get my inspiration, everybody that was supposed to be involved in that, I gave it out, and no one can
Yes.
ever say that I didn't do it because if
I
you
feel
didn't
that.
hear it, listen to it or feel it when I was here,
Yeah.
that's on you. As long
Yes,
as
sir.
I did what I was supposed to do. I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about what you did or didn't get. If you didn't get my message or my love while I was here or whatever it is,
That's on you because I was speaking it. I was saying it. You know what I'm saying? I was
I was
showing
saying the
it, and
same thing for years.
I feel that.
However long I was saying it, I was saying it, and the message never changed. You know,
Yeah.
and I definitely hear that, man. But you know, whether no matter what it is, bro, whether we're entertainers, preachers, or we do a service to the public or a service to our communities or to the state or to a union or whatever it is, as long as
Yep.
we pour out our vessels in totality and we leave here with nothing, man.
Yeah.
And I'm a
I
firm
definitely. Yeah.
believer that my mother definitely did that before she transitioned. And there are other people who I look up to, I believe I knew that they were doing the work that they were supposed to do. I definitely
Absolutely.
know that they did that, you know, before they left here. Even a
I
guy
feel
like
that,
Luther
man.
Vandross and so
Yes.
many others, was it Aretha Franklin or whoever it may
Yeah.
be that we lost, you know, all those people I would
Tina
like to be
Turner,
Tina
man.
Turner,
Whitney
James
Houston.
Brown, Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson,
Yeah.
all those guys, man. I'm
Prince. Yeah.
Prince. Oh my God, Prince
Yeah.
especially.
Prince, man. That one. D'Angelo. Rest in
Oh,
peace. That
oh
one
man,
hurt,
talk
man.
about it. Talk about it.
Ooh, man,
Talk
bro.
about
I
it.
mean, look, I didn't know too much D'Angelo. I will say that.
Okay. Okay.
But my mom, she was like in love with him,
Yeah.
and he definitely um influenced the hip hop, not even just the hip hop community, just everyone, man. I feel like everyone who I've talked to about D'Angelo like knew about him or listened
when
to his
it
music in
when
some,
it
you know.
comes to music, D'Angelo added another layer to the music that had been created, to R&B and to jazz and to blues.
Yeah,
He added another layer, and then they
yeah,
came in with this whole vibe of neo soul or soul music, and well,
right.
soul music was already there, but neo soul, and he became a part of that wave along with Erica Badu and all those guys,
Yeah,
who were in that. But now I'm not just saying just because of neo soul, but I'm just saying as a artist, he added another layer, and you could see so many people who came after him. We know where they got it from. They
of
got it from
course.
him. You know what I mean? So the
Of
same way with
course.
Prince, the same thing with what Prince did. Prince
Yeah,
had given so much in his music by playing so many different instruments and being able to hit so many chords and go do the whole range and level change. He had added so
right.
much to the game or to music that it lives on through him because of what
Of
he
course.
done. It's his legacy. Like that was his
Right.
art, right? So that's his legacy, and that's what he left behind. And he poured so much into that. And he told
Yeah.
people the industry was a bad place, and you shouldn't be signing record deals, and you should be doing as much as you can. And if you really believed in yourself, you would promote yourself and just put yourself out there and let yourself
Of
grow.
course.
And you would do it with the good intention, not with the intention of of accruing success because of a record
Right.
deal and making a record label like you and making a record label money, but because people loved your music and you love
Of
what you did.
course.
And because you love what you did, the people that loved your music loved you and your music as
Yes.
well. And you built
Yes.
your following from there, not because of signing a contract and being held down by some uh, what he said. You aren't loved because you put money into these white men bank accounts and you support their kids and their next generations of their families for the
Right.
next 2 or 3 generations because they made money off of you, but because you
Yeah.
pour more into your art and who you
Most
are.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
It's crazy you said that too because I feel like especially with the recent resurgence of like physical copies and um
Hmm.
artists just going out to be with the people. Like for example, J.COLE's album just dropped, The Fall Off, and I watched one of his YouTube videos where he went to Fayetteville and he's going to different cities and he's selling his CD, like passing it out hand to hand, signing
Hmm.
stuff, and he's selling them for $1 a piece. It's because you know what I'm saying. You can tell with him that it's truly the love of the music and the game. It's not just like I'm doing this for money or status, you know. And then same with like Clips, you know what I'm saying? They hadn't dropped an album for years.
Hmm.
And they came back
Hmm.
and they did it almost damn near the same way I feel like they did it before, you know?
They
And
did.
that's inspiring to me because like I mean, don't get me wrong, I came up at the tail end of the 90s. I really was the 2000s. But
Hmm.
I grew up seeing that stuff, you know,
Yeah.
the end of cassette tapes and really like closer to the end of CDs as well. But that's what I love and miss. And
Yeah.
vinyls, you know, that's what I want. I want to see DJs scratching. I
Yeah.
want to see people putting CDs in their car and having. I mean, my car doesn't even have a CD player, but I have like a whole CD case. You know what I'm saying?
100%. 100%.
So,
What a time to
oh
be alive, bro. I wish you would have lived through some of that 90s or that early 90s era of
yeah,
music and CDs, tapes. I mean, you can get the vinyl now, and there is a resurgence on
of
CDs,
course,
and
yeah,
tapes are coming back slowly but surely as well. But that I think that has to come back. And I
yeah. I
just
knew it
thought
was gonna
about
come back,
this.
man.
Just thought about this. I said there will be a resurgence
Oh
of
yeah,
tapes and CDs. And the real reason why, bro, you have to always think about this. The music industry signed up deals with these white guys who
yep,
said, "Hey, how about we stream music so you don't have to worry about pressing music up,
yep,
and we'll give you a percentage of the streams once it's made on our site." We would
yeah,
directly hand you guys checks. All you gotta do is give us all the whole
yep,
catalog that you guys have of every artist that you ever own and give us the music and we'll upload it to a database.
yeah.
And we'll just
Which is
charge people to listen to it, or it'll be free when they sign up. And because they're
Yeah.
signing up, that'll be our traffic as they play, as they press play and they rewind or
Yeah.
they fast forward, they go looking for music on the site. We'll make money, and then you guys will get a percentage of the money too. Well, what about the
Yeah.
artist? Well, the hell with the artist.
No.
What we'll do is we'll figure out
Shit.
a way to say, hey, the artist can get paid, but it won't make any sense to them, or it won't make any sense to how we're gonna do it because it'll take 1,400 streams to equal
Yeah.
a third of a penny or
Yeah.
a penny.
Which is
That's
which
crazy.
is crazy to me, man.
So once they
Yeah.
reach 100 million streams, then they'll look up, they'll get $14,000 check.
Yeah. It's insane, man. I mean, to a certain degree, like I feel like we knew that was gonna happen because iPods and you know what I'm saying? The progression was there, but my thing is like I think with this, like we said, like the sudden coming back of the physical copies, I
Hmm.
think they're gonna try and maybe not switch it again, but now that artists are starting to make more of their own money back, it's
Hmm.
like I think they have to change how they're doing things at some point because the streams are going to stop, man. The streams are going to stop. It's crazy to me too, and not to get too sci-fi, but it's crazy to me that the Matrix, the Terminator, all those post-apocalyptic movies where the savior of the world is somebody who owns books, cassette tapes, CDs. Why is that happening? Why is that happening now? Like,
Because
if the
all the
movies are
knowledge
telling
is in
us
the
not to
book.
do it,
Yeah, and they're
if the
telling you to
music
get
is telling us
away from the books. They're telling you to don't read
exactly,
books. Hey, hey, whatever y'all
that's
do, do not. Hey, and as a black man, because that's what you are. All right, let's just
yeah.
say it. What did they say? If you want to hide something from a nigga,
Put it in a book, man. That shit is crazy to me, man. You know what? I don't. I love books. Don't get me wrong. I haven't been reading as much as I should, but I
mm-hmm,
still read. I still read a form of. I read comic books, like a lot of
mm-hmm,
comic books.
and
So
there's
I'm
nothing
still
wrong with
reading
that
to a
either.
certain extent. No, yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that because they
but
use
it's like,
words
yeah,
that you go, wait, what? I need to
yeah,
go
for
back and
real.
read and
I'll be like, yo, what
get,
is
let
this
me get
man
a
saying? Yeah,
dictionary for this because they using
yeah,
all types of words. Yeah,
which is crazy. So, but no, man, I just don't understand. Like, I've never understood why it feels like we have a lot of guides telling us what not to do, and then we
hmm,
just do exactly that.
hmm.
So,
So
but
here's
I mean, oh,
here's
go
my
ahead, go ahead.
thought. Here's my thought. Hold your thought, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
speak on it.
go
They've
ahead.
been experimenting on us the entire time with movies, with TV. You know, people like, I wonder what Black Mirror mean. Well, you look at it
Yeah,
every day before you turn it on. It's your
yeah,
phone, it's your laptop, it's
yeah,
your TV. You look at the Black Mirror every day. They've been experimenting on us the entire time, bro.
yeah,
Seeing what they can get away with and seeing what will work and what won't work. They've been doing it the entire time. They've
yeah.
been I forgot what the word I'm looking for, but they've been getting you ready for everything that they're about to do. That way, once they do it, you can never say that they didn't show it to you because they've been showing you the
No,
entire time what they're gonna
they
do.
prepared it for us the entire
Yeah,
time.
they've been put in
Yeah,
front of you the entire. It's been in front of you the entire time. So when it comes back down to these CDs and these DVDs and these tapes and everything, that was all part of the plan because if we gonna cut this music out, the artists are gonna suffer, right?
yeah,
So how do the artists make their money? Well, we got to start getting back to hard copies. We have to do
yeah,
vinyl. We got to start
yeah,
doing merchandising with shirts. We have to do something so we can get paid for our art. Look at what
yeah,
J.COLE, like you just said, what J.COLE is doing. He going from city to city, state to state, doing a whatever, a tour or a press run, and he's
yeah.
literally saying, "Here's my CD for $1." So, bro, instead of waiting for 100 million streams to give me $14,000, if
He's gonna
I
make
get
14,000. Yeah,
if
yeah.
I got a
He's gonna make
million
14,000 by
followers,
the weekend.
listen, if I got a million followers and
Yeah,
150,000 people buy this
yeah.
at
That's
a
150
dollar,
grand right there, man.
I'm good. I made my
Yeah,
money back, right? And now I can
yeah,
put that money and invest it in something, and I can go buy some property, and I can go set up a whole bunch of stuff, and I can pay off everybody else who participated in helping me create this project.
yeah. I mean, it's smart. It's smart, and I feel like it now is the time for it. And I'm hopping on the wave too, man. I'm trying to get like some merch going and some CDs, but I feel like with before you can do that, you have to have the discography. And don't get me wrong, like I have a lot of music out now, but it's not where I want it to be, or it's not there yet. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
okay.
Yeah, it's all about goals. It's all about planning and goaling. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah, and put it
So
together, man. And I'll say this, man, because what they keep telling you and what they keep telling me, especially for artists, is that you got to put it out all the time. You got to put it out all the time, and that's fine.
yeah,
That's what they want you to do. They want you to throw it into that mainstream, into that stream of bullshit out there, into that stream of just everything, just all the content. They want you to put all your content out there. But
yeah,
bro, while I get that, quality over quantity to me.
yes,
Like
yes,
right now, let's say you have a project come out in March or May.
yeah,
Let's say you have a project come out for both months, right?
yeah.
If it's 6, 7, or 8 songs, bro, make sure it's good quality and
Of
just
course.
not some gibberish. I
Yeah,
know it's a
some
lot of guys
BS.
out there. I know it's a bunch of people out there. They're gonna say, "Man, I just put out whatever and I don't care." That's fine, dude. But what we talk about, man, legacy, right? You want that
Yes.
stuff when people go back and listen. You want them to go, "Yo, that third
He was
project,
raw as hell. Yeah.
yo, yeah,
Yeah.
that shit came out when he did that March
Yeah.
project and that May project. Them joints was jamming."
Yes.
You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? Like, and that's to me, that's the thing that counts. Like, I want to sit here and post videos and clips all day if I could. Number one,
Yeah.
I got a job, so for 8 to 10 hours, I am not at home.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I do get home, and I am either while doing a podcast with you, or I'm trying to find a type of content that I can use to post,
Yeah.
I have to go back and watch all these damn episodes that I have and create all that
Yeah.
on my own.
Yes.
And then when I do find the stuff that I like or the stuff that I think people will like, you got to find the
Yeah.
funny clips and the things that are informational,
Yep.
informative. You got to do all that. Some people just not gonna gravitate to it, and
No, of
because of
course
that, you
not.
just have to be willing to understand that and know that everything isn't gonna be for them when I put it out. And for me,
Of
I'm very
course.
accepting of that. It doesn't matter what people tell me. Like I get what you want. I know y'all want funny clips and everything, but everything ain't gonna be funny, bro.
Of course not. It's not supposed to be.
Everything ain't
There's
gonna
a
be
time and a
funny.
place for everything. Yeah. There's a time and a place. And sometimes it's not, yeah. And that's what kills me, man. I had to learn, I had to accept that too, man. That
Hmm.
like it wasn't even that just everyone wasn't gonna like music. I used to have this thing where I wanted everyone to like me too. And
Hmm.
that was like I had to get over that. And it's like it took a while, but now that I'm here and I just like myself, that's good enough for me. And that's why when I started making music more seriously, that's why I feel like my music was so much better because
Yeah.
it's like, man, I'm making this for me. Are you going to enjoy it? Possibly, and that's
Yeah.
cool. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm making this to express myself, and that's all that matters.
I'll say it to you this way. It's okay for people to critique your music.
Of course, of
It's
course,
okay for people to not like your music. But bro,
right?
don't ever get so caught up in what people think that you forget to be yourself.
Yes,
You should never ever care about what people think about you or your music. It's okay for them to critique it,
of
but
course,
at the end of the day, guess who's the person creating it?
exactly. Myself,
Whose opinion do you think matters the most?
mine,
Because who got to
exactly.
live with that music once they put it out there?
Of course, of
So,
course.
so to anybody that don't like his music or don't like my music or don't like my group's music,
Yeah,
a big fuck you, and
big, big facts.
I hope you suck a whole sack of granddaddy dicks in the process. That's how much I don't care about your opinion. I
Oh
don't.
shit! No,
I don't.
I mean that's true, man. That's yeah. That's funny as hell, bro.
But it's the
Yeah,
truth because
it is the truth,
I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because I'm talented enough to do it.
right?
Now you
And
may
that,
jump up and you may
ooh,
do something that makes you a lot of money or it gets you a lot of views, but I bet you if you put my talent over your filler, I'm gonna
yeah.
kick your ass every time because I
Oh,
can
most
do that.
definitely.
I can do
Yeah,
the filler, but you can't do what I do. You can't leave a message behind.
that's
You
facts.
can't speak subliminally to people. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't do it. You
Yeah,
can't be esoteric to people the way that I can be esoteric to people. You can't do
facts.
that. But you can't put that filler out there, and that's why
Yeah,
they call it writing hooks and doing
yeah.
stuff like that because there's a reason why people do that. I
Of
don't have
course.
to do that, but if I was to jump into that genre, I'm sure I'd be all right with
Oh,
that.
most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah,
It's a time and a
it's
place,
funny.
man. It's a time and a place for everything, especially
Yes.
entertainment. Like you do what you do because you want people to hear it and you want them to like it. But everything ain't about entertaining people, man.
No, no,
Sometimes you got to be serious at some point, and sometimes you got to say something and leave a message behind.
of course, of course. So, um, no, the other, I think you said something that really made me think because I've been saying this for years, man. With the the more with more accessibility to music, there has been a lot of people who don't need to be in certain genres. And obviously, I'm very opinionated. I have my own opinions, but I think too many people are trying to do what I'm trying to do or what
Mm-hmm.
other really talented individuals are trying to do. And don't get me wrong, like hard work is a part of it too. But
Mm-hmm.
if it's not your lane, why are you in it? You know what I'm saying? And I think that people don't understand. Like, yeah, have dreams, do whatever you want. I'm not saying don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there are certain people who just don't need to be doing it.
That's a
They
fact.
don't.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? They don't. And it because of how hip hop is now the like the largest internationally listened music right now over rock. And because of that, everyone's trying to do it. You know, and it makes it
Mm-hmm.
harder for people like me or people like you or people
Mm-hmm.
like my group. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most frustrating thing on the planet. But it also creates this new competition that it's like this is the stuff I love. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a battle rapper or anything like that, but don't get me wrong. Like I love the state of competition, and that's why I think there's pros and there are cons. But it's like, man, I'm not sure if you listen to any of my music yet, but it's like, man, obviously you're as a rapper, you're supposed to feel like my shit's the shit, but I really feel that way. I really
Mm-hmm.
truly feel that way. Like I do play a persona to a certain extent. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm implied sometimes, and I'm a leak sometimes. You know,
There you
but when it
go.
comes
There you
down to the
go.
music, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to the music, it's the lifestyle. It's everything that I live. It's everything I am, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the difference. The quality comes from the love. The quality doesn't come from the need for acceptance or for money. Don't get me wrong. If I start getting paid for this, bless. That's
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But the the quality comes from the love.
There
You
you
know,
go. I like to
I
hear
want
that.
to be able. Yeah. So that's all I had to say about
No, no, no. I'm glad you said. So let's get to that part. You
that.
growing up, you hearing this jazz, you hearing this blues, you hearing the reggae music that's pumping through the
Yes, sir.
speakers in the house. You know, it's a lot of love in the house. Everything is going on. Where do you gravitate toward hip hop?
It was like it was like I think it was really hanging out with my dad, man, because my dad, he's an interesting character. But my dad's family is all hip hop, man. They listen to everything else as well, but like Ghostface is my dad's favorite rapper out of the
Okay,
Wu-Tang Clan.
okay.
Um, Mine is either uh, I really like Ghostface as well, but either Meth or Inspector Deck, high key. But I just really felt like this connection to the words and the wordplay and the double entendres and
Mm,
the
mm.
the
Okay.
style. You know what I'm saying? The style, most definitely. Like what even now, my homie still makes fun of me to this day. But like, I like the Kangos with the Adidas suits. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I like the break dancing on boxes. I like the boom boxes on the shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what drew me into hip hop at first. I
Yeah.
was like, man, this feels like not only just musical, this feels black. This feels even Latin to a certain extent. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
it
With the
is. Which it is, of course.
yeah, with the reggaeton and the reggae, if it's the culture and the movement, um, I felt it in my soul, man. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people say that, but like I really, um, it gives me chills. It gives
Mm-hmm.
me like literal goosebumps sometimes when I listen to a song that resonates with me at a higher frequency. And I just now learned that not everybody has that. Not everybody gets chills
The fact
from
that you
listening to
said
music.
that lets you know that, it's something that you do take serious and you do love it because it does send chills up your arms and shit down your
Yes.
spine. I ain't gonna say down your spine. It sends chills up your
No,
arms and you
yeah.
feel it. Yeah,
J.
I
Cole,
know
my bad, my
I know
bad.
when I'm listening to music, I go through that quite often.
Yes.
Especially if I hear
Yes.
someone singing singing a song very good, like if they're really
Yes.
if they're putting their all into it.
Yes.
I can
Yeah,
tell.
it's like a surgence of emotion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you know what I'm saying?
you start to connect to what they're saying, what they're singing,
Yes.
because it starts to resonate, and it starts to resonate very deeply in you
Exactly.
what they're saying. You know,
And that's
and
the
you,
thing, like you don't even have to relate to what they're saying, but
mm,
it's how they're saying it. It's what they're going to. Their music is what I feel like was made to show what they were going through at this time or at this time or even right now. You know what I'm saying? So my bad, I didn't mean to cut you
no,
off.
you good. That's why it is an art and it is an expression because they are literally vocalizing and verbalizing to you how they feel. And it could
Yes.
be something as simple as happy birthday, but it's the way they
Yes.
put that happy birthday together, man.
Yeah.
You know, they could go
Dang.
happy birthday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's how they
Yeah.
do it when they
Yes.
start saying
It's
or
that
see.
delivery, man.
It
That's
is.
the other, yeah, people forget about the delivery. You know, don't get me wrong, like you could be the coldest rapper, but if your voice is weird or if you're not saying it properly, it's not gonna hit the same too.
It ain't gonna
So
hit. It ain't gonna hit.
yeah,
Who you know that could sing the Star Spangled Banner the way that Whitney Houston did?
facts.
Who
No,
do you
facts.
know could jump on stage years before her and do it the way that Marvin Gaye did it?
Who do you know that can sing "fuck you"? Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Straight
And be
curse
playing
somebody out
around.
singing.
Yeah, and be playing around, but meaning at the same time when he's playing the piano and
Exactly.
saying "f you," right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's all in there, man. And the fact that you get those chills and you relate to it and it resonates with you, you know, it means something deeper. It means something very deeper
Yes.
to you, to you than that. So you growing up, you listening to this music, you got Ghostface. Boom, Ghostface becomes something that you become, you get acquainted with, or
Yeah. I mean, it was like Ghostface. And then I do the same thing with my comics too. So it's funny. I start with the old, and then I get to the new in a progressively faster. You know what I'm saying? So it's Wu-Tang, it's Tribe, it's Mob, it's TLC. You know, even like some of the older groups. You know, singing groups as well. And
mm-hmm,
then it was like Lil Wayne, Lil Jon, Usher.
mm-hmm.
Um, really the one who got me into it, like for real. Um, I'm trying to think because there was a few. I mean, Lil Wayne was the biggest one, but Jay Z, man, bro, Jay Z. A lot of people hate Jay Z, but there's not really a bad song I've heard from him. And then after that, I'd probably have to say it was man, I can't think of who it was. I used to smoke a lot, so I'm trying.
Don't worry about it.
Really,
Don't worry
really,
about it.
who I like latched onto music wise for the longest time. I really latched on to Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
Acid Rap, man, that one blew me
Okay.
away.
All right.
And then I have to say Action Bronson. Dude is dude is
Okay.
he reminds me of myself, man. Like he's
Okay.
funny, he's talented, he likes to cook, he likes to eat, he likes the pop culture, he likes, comic books, movies, and stuff like I mean, not that other people don't as well, but it's like I feel like it encapsulates how I am too, you know?
The way he just came out of nowhere and became more of a household name
Yes.
and but proved himself to be of that lore, to be of that level of rapper or lyricist that could hold his own um, with some of these guys like Rock Marciano and
Yeah.
so many others. I was like, yo, you can't really hate on the dudes too much because he's proven that he's just not like this one hit one. He's not
Oh,
a one hit wonder, or it's just like it's a fad. Like he's not just out here sounding like Ghostface Killer. Like this dude can
facts.
rap. You know what I mean? And I was
Yeah.
listening, like if he can really rap, time will tell. You know what I mean? His skill set, and his level of skill will tell on him as well. So,
And look,
but
you know,
yeah,
and I think after really after like the 2000s rappers, I'm trying to think of who it was. It was like I mean, I used to love Rick Ross. I think he fell off heavily. But I
mm,
used to love Rick Ross. Heavy fan of Big Sean, Kanye. Kanye
okay,
um Kanye like another one. He spoke to my soul, man. I mean, being
okay,
from Chicago, obviously that just hits in many ways. But um Yeah, I think really it was just the hunger. There was like a different kind of hunger in the 2000s, man. Like
Yeah,
everyone
that
when they were
was.
putting out
That
albums
was.
from 50 to shoot, even I'm trying to think of like a more underground rapper at that time. Um like Sci-Hi the Prince, man. He's still kind
Okay.
of underground.
Okay. Okay.
People like that, man, I feel like the hunger was there. And now I don't
Sci is
feel like that.
dope. Sci is
Sci is
dope.
insane, man.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people know about him, man.
Yeah.
Jules Santana, bro. Those are the people who were like really hitting.
Yeah.
Even I'm so bad with names. I'm trying to think. I can picture these people, but sometimes they just names escape me. But I just love the I love when people aren't lying.
Yeah.
Like that's as simple as it is. Like when music was real, people were
Yeah.
telling us their life story. They were
Yeah.
writing it down. Pac and Big, they were telling us exactly what's happening. Big L, they're telling me what they were doing. And that's I feel like hip hop is lacking in a lot of that now,
A
and
lot
that's
of that.
what
A
I
lot
feel
of
like.
that.
That's what's making me different. It's the
Mm-hmm.
it's the intensity, the intentionality,
Mm-hmm.
and the honesty. It's all there for me. I don't want to lie to you. Why would I need to lie to you? You don't know me. You know what I'm saying?
So for you growing up, do you get to a point where you're hearing all this music and you go, Outkast is dope?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All
Absolutely.
right.
Surprisingly, Big Boy, it was Shutterbug. I
Okay.
I do remember this with Big Boy I heard first, and then Andre I was just like, yo, he needs to chill out
Yeah.
cuz man,
Outkast
even
for real. Like actually they're living by
yes,
that name. Yeah.
yes,
It really
ATLians,
means something.
man.
Yeah.
Woo, boy.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times at work, even now, roses really smell like boop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like singing randomly, or I like the way even my
Yeah.
grandparents love that song.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um,
They got some hits. They definitely got some hits out there. Yeah.
yes, yeah,
Yeah. But there's
but
some very soulful music too when you get to listen to the projects and you hearing what they're saying and what the lyrics actually mean.
yes,
Those songs start to hit home. You start wondering, like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing?
yeah, yeah. No,
Like
I
they got
I
some really good
definitely feel
music
that.
for the soul. And to not make you. I mean, you should question what you are doing, but to make sure that you say, I'm on the right path. Well, I need to get on the right path.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
definitely. Them, Erica Badu, D'Angelo,
yes.
Common, Talib Kweli, Mos Def,
Ooh, common
Black
man.
Thought. Like a lot of that
Yeah,
music. Like even when I listen to UGK and Outkast
yeah.
and those guys. Like no matter how much hood shit they talking, there's a message in
I
that
mean,
music
shoot.
that
Yeah,
that there's a message in the music that goes, hey, we be talking this type of shit because this is what we come from or this is what we a part of. But after we
yeah.
get through making you party as well, there's some songs in here that you really need to sit here and listen to because we have to leave a
Absolutely.
message when we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like they weren't glorifying it, they were just relaying it.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Yeah.
saying, hey, we actually did this, and it was a part of our life, and we partied, and we had a good time, and we messed up, and we made mistakes. But after we done doing that, man, it's some messages that we need to leave
Facts.
while we're here, and some stories that we gonna put some of it in story form. And
Yes.
hopefully some of you all catch it in story form if we don't do it in real time wording of what we're trying to do. But we're gonna put it in story form and give it to you that way. And hopefully you can digest this. And hopefully you get the
No,
message when we're speaking it to you. So
that's facts.
definitely. So salute to them, man.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of dope music that has come through hip hop and through R&B, and I'm
Yeah.
very appreciative of it.
I hear you. Same here. Same
All right,
here.
so I got some questions I want to ask you right now. I got some
Talk to me.
questions. All right. Name five producers you would like to work with.
Whew. Top right now, Alchemist, dude.
Okay.
What is wrong with that man, bro? He has been on a generational run.
He is on
Um,
a magnificent tear, and I'm
yes,
enjoying it because he's giving us some of his best quality in
yes,
music, but he's
yes,
making the people that he's doing it, he's producing for, he's making them work as well. So they had to
Absolutely.
come in there and they had to do a good job as well. Salute
Yes.
to Alchemist and the run that he's on right now. And people talking about he's gonna retire. Like, no, he's
No.
not. When you
Hell
start
no.
when you do a run like that, when you're on the run that you're on right now,
I
you
was
don't
gonna
even get.
say retire for what? It's not, and it's not even that he's just producing right now. He's rapping. He's throwing out better verses than I've heard from half the niggas out here today,
There you
man.
go. There you go.
Like, bro is unreal. But then after that, I say Hit Boy,
Yeah, boy.
same, same generational run right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd say after that, I really like Mustard right now. He's
Okay.
been killing it as well.
Okay. Mustard.
Um,
That's three.
I've always wanted to work with Premier. Premier is unreal,
Oh,
unreal, bro.
let me be honest. I was not expecting this from a younger guy.
Bro, Premier is unreal.
I was not expecting to hear you say that. You bring
Look,
tears to
man.
my eyes, man. I wasn't
Look, man.
expecting to hear you say that.
He is that Nas tape, man. Yo, man. I mean, I feel like it didn't speak to me as much as it does to like the older generation, but
Hmm.
it definitely still hits notes. So
Yeah.
Premier's up there, and then
Wait,
I'd
wait.
have
Let
to
me say this
say,
because I have to be
oh, go
honest.
ahead, go ahead,
I
go
need
ahead.
to be honest about this. You spoke on the DJ Premier and Nas tape that came out.
Yeah,
That did not seem like Preem put his best forward into those beats. It seemed like he
I
just took
agree.
a bunch of beats that he had laying around
Yeah,
and he sent them to Nas, or they were in the studio and he said, "All right, I'll write to that one."
yeah,
Because
I agree.
I didn't hear any of that classic shit that Preem do that don't sound like him, but it is him. Like I didn't hear
Yeah,
any of that range of artistry that he does when he's putting bodies of work together. Like when you listen to Preem, he changes up the way his music and his beats are, and he
yeah,
changes up the way the sound is. And on that project, I didn't get a lot of that. I was like, well, yo, it just sounds like he just took a bunch of beats that he had sitting somewhere,
yeah.
or he just came in, he just cut these shits up really fast, and he just gave them to him. He said, I'll come back in a week and I'll go
Well,
over this with
that's why I felt like I was like, oh, maybe this was more for the old heads because like
him.
I don't feel like I wasn't feeling that emotion that I usually feel with him. You know what I'm saying? The raising the hair on the arms. You know what I'm saying? I just felt
Yeah.
like it was just there. You know?
Like you could tell that Nas was really spitting to it, but
Of course,
when you
but
listen to it, you like, yo, this ain't this ain't got that bop to it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's boom bap, but it
but it's
ain't
not.
it ain't all there. Like he did third childhood. When you go back and you listen to second childhood, you
Yeah,
like listen to that beat.
yeah, yeah. I think it was missing that sauce, man. Like,
It
don't get me
was.
wrong, they
It
they did
was.
their thing, but like it wasn't fully there. It wasn't fully there,
Mm-mm.
and I don't know, man. I think maybe they'll be gearing up for something better. You know what
I
I'm
hope
saying?
so. I would like to. I want them to do another one because that one, bro. I
It
feel
just
like
wasn't it.
yeah, I feel like there was
Yeah,
something missing. And it's like I hate for this to happen with Nas because Nas was with one of the dopest ever as far as production goes.
yeah,
And like that came out of it.
yeah. I mean, shoot, that's why I said Hit Boy because like the three, no, they I think they did 6 albums altogether.
They did a
The
six
Nas and
album
Hit Boy
run.
albums were
Crazy.
disgusting,
Crazy on
disgusting,
production.
man. Like everybody was talking trash about Nas. They're like, "Oh, he's old, he's old, he's old." Boom, boom, just drop, 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 and it was like, damn. I'm
Yeah, it was
sorry,
like
bro.
shut
You
up.
know what I'm saying?
He
No, for real,
said
and he did.
shut up. It
Nobody
was
had said
another one.
anything about him
Like, damn, he just
since.
put out another one nine on it. Yeah, no, shut up. You know, he
Shut up.
just
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
For
So
2 years, 6 albums. It was shut up.
that's disgusting, man.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. He was on a nasty run too. So Preem's up there for me, man. But it's got to be like you said. It can't be just any old beats. It's got to be something we're feeling.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I
That's
was
why I like
listening
to
to it
work.
like, and I listened to it over and over and over again.
Yeah,
And of
three
course, the
times.
song,
I give it three
yeah,
listens.
yeah. And of course, my favorite song is him and AZ because
Of
that's
course,
the one beat when you
that
hear
shit's
it.
crazy. Yeah, yeah, man. Because that's. I mean, that the team up. Come on, bro. Stop playing, man. That's just nasty. Again, again, again. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's like it seemed like he like Primo was just like, oh, I got to do this one correctly.
yeah. And yeah, I mean, I would hope so. I would hope so. So, But the last one I have to say is either there's two. I'd say either Pharrell or um I mean in my trap bag, man, I really liked Yo Pierre come out here, Pierre Bourne.
Okay, okay,
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been trying to get into trap music. I've been trying to change it up a little bit.
okay.
But I think definitely Pharrell. Definitely Pharrell.
Let's stick with for real.
Yeah,
Let's
yes.
stick with for real. Album
Yeah.
of the year, right? Album
Yeah.
of the year.
That shit was crazy, bro. Crazy. And
What a
Malice,
crazy
yo,
album. What a
that man
crazy
has
album.
he came back like Captain America out the ice, bro. Like
Yeah,
Malice, they had him frozen and they gave him the super soldier serum and then he just started
yeah.
fucking rapping
Well,
on
yeah.
niggas, man. Like,
They they
wow.
they they woke they woke my man up and said, huh,
Facts.
let's get you back to health. And
Facts.
they put out a dope album, bro.
Yeah.
And
Unreal, man.
my two favorite songs that I can listen to all day is So Far Ahead and then the
Yeah.
last song on the album By the Grace of God. Those are my two favorite songs in the Ibida, and then I forgot the one with Stove God Cooks on there.
Yo, shit. My bad. Nah, now you got me on something else because you said stove and my brain was like
Yeah,
Griselda.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But we'll talk about that. We'll talk
yeah.
about
We can get to that. We can get to that. So though that's your five. Your five is
that.
For Real,
Alchemist, yeah.
Alchemist, DJ Premier,
Hit
um,
Boy,
Hit Boy.
Pharrell.
Now shit for real. Oh, wait, let's start over. You
Oh,
got
okay.
Alchemist,
Hit
Primo,
Boy,
Hit Boy,
Alchemist, Primo, Hit Boy, Pharrell,
For Real,
and then
and you
who was
said
the
Pierre.
Pierre? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. You said
yeah.
Pierre. So that's your
So
five. That's your five that you standing on, and that's a
yeah,
very great. That's a very good five.
I
Um,
appreciate that.
let me say this also that man, I've been waiting on Alchemist to do something like this. I have been
Yes,
waiting for years
yeah.
for him to do something like this.
I think he was just trying to find the right people, man. Because like between Alchemist, Currency, Freddie Gibbs, Rock Marciano, man, like there has not been Boldy James. You know what I'm saying? There hasn't been an artist that hasn't like really, um, like I don't know how to describe it. Like they all flow so well with what he
Yeah,
does. You know,
yeah,
so
and it's also because for him as a beat maker, as a producer, part of his job is to find out what you like. Part of
yes,
his job is to put you in a space where you're comfortable and you do the stuff that you do like, but
yeah,
then take it away from you and make you do stuff that you don't like. And
make
then
you
at the same,
uncomfortable.
yeah, make you uncomfortable. And then to get you to rap in that pocket that you never knew that you could rap in and go back and
Yeah,
tell you, no, don't do it like that, do it like this.
yep,
And he's on a great run right now, and I love it for Alchemist because he's been around for a very long time. But this is one of
yes,
those times where the music industry isn't dictating for you what you get a chance to hear. It's
no,
the artists and the producers who get to say this is the type of music that we're putting out, and the music industry isn't gonna tell us to tell you how to do it and what to look for. We're gonna put this music out, whether you guys like it or not, and whether you gravitate toward it or not, it's going to be there. And for a
yeah.
guy like Alchemist, who was never getting credit for doing music for Mobb Deep,
Yeah,
and doing music for MOP and doing music for these other artists. Now he's front and center, and there's no one else that can tell him how to do the music. You know, this is the same guy that did "We Gonna Make It," which was a beat originally for Razkaz, and
damn.
Razkaz didn't use it, and they went
Okay.
ahead and took that and they turned that song inside out. You know, so
Yeah.
salute to Alchemist, man. I'm glad he's getting his just due right now, which he was probably already getting it, but it's his
I mean,
time
it's
right
different
now.
now. It's
Yeah,
different. Yeah. Yeah.
100%, 100%. So, my next question for you: give me five artists that you would like to work with, dead or alive.
Whoo, dead or alive. Man, this is tough, man. Um, I mean, recently, um, I have been moving more into like a trap style, not in lyric wise, but like in beat wise.
Okay.
Um, but I really, um, man, I would have loved to like back in the day, work with Common. Common was somebody
Okay.
like B was just so, and Water for
Fire.
Chocolate,
Fire.
and
Two classic albums.
um yeah, those just hit me really hard. So I wanted to work with him, and then I really want to work with JID. He's
Okay.
disturbing. My man's disgusting right now. Um,
Jid is dope, man. I like Jid, man. I've been saying
yeah,
that for years, for
yeah,
for
man.
for a
He's
little bit.
unreal. Super talented. I'd say Mac Miller. Mac.
Rest in peace, Mac.
Yeah. I mean, man, it's crazy because in high school I used to hate him. I used to be like,
Really?
man, yeah, because he was doing what I was doing, and he was
Mm.
doing it on a larger scale.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to a certain extent, there's like a little bit of envy, but then on top of it, it's like, man, I felt like some of his earlier albums, I feel like I was doing better than that already.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but no, definitely at when like the Divine Feminine, in my opinion, is a perfect album. So
Okay.
it's like stuff like that. But him, I'm at three. I'm at Common, Jid, Mac, and then I really want to work with Currency. I actually reached out to his team, and he does features for like 10 G's.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start selling some organs so I can,
Yeah, you better get to it.
you
You
know what I'm
better get
saying?
to it right
I'm gonna
away.
sell my kidney or some shit, you
All
know.
that. All that.
And then I really want to work with man, this is tough. I probably would do a song with Hit Boy, man, because like producing wise and like verse wise, dude is unreal. And I feel like he's right now he's really doing what I do, like the content,
Okay.
the music, the sound, everything. I feel like he's been doing, I've also been doing. So I
Okay.
resonate with him too. So
For sure. For sure. For you, what matters more to you? Flow or the lyrics? Or both?
both,
All
both.
right.
It's gotta flow and it's gotta sound good. Yeah, I've definitely scrapped whole verses because I feel like that shit was not up to date or as good as I can go. You know,
Okay.
in both categories too.
Now, for you as well, we was talking before we jumped on here. You know, you said you just had your first child, right?
Yeah,
Let's talk about that for a second.
for
What's that
sure.
like for you, as you're trying to progress, be an artist, be a working man, and then now at the top of your priority is being a father.
I'll say this. Um, I thought when I was a young man, and I'm still a young man, but
Of
I thought when
course.
I was younger, I was hungry. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I was. But now, like looking into my daughter's eyes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm scary. Like it's beyond hunger now. It's like
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna do this, and
Mm-hmm.
now to give her the life that I wanted when I was young,
Yeah.
or that my family wanted for me, um, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the provider that my dad wasn't, you know, and I'm gonna be um the best that I can be as an example for her.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I can already tell she's got a lot of my qualities, and I just want her to see me doing good so that she can be doing good. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
How often do you get a chance to sit back and do music with such a busy schedule? Because you have to
Um.
take, you really do have to coordinate and make time for something like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, this year it kind of coincided with everything else. I Music makes me a better person. So really this year I was like organization.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be organized. I wanna put stuff out months in advance so I don't have to
Mm-hmm.
worry about the actual put out process. All I have to do is just promote. You know what I'm saying? And I started off the year strong, and so I didn't really have to like rush to do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's like um, doing things in advance, like way, way in advance. My next few songs I already have ready to go. Um, then after that, it's like I take my time when I'm with her when she's with taking naps. I write, or before I go to bed, I write, or I'll put in some content on Instagram or TikTok, and I'll schedule it so I don't have to do it the next day while I'm with her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Mm-hmm.
finding that time in between so that I'm not stressing. You know, and
For
don't get
sure.
me wrong, I still stress. It's terrible, but um, when you love something so much, you know, when you love a person so much and when you love music so much, it's like you make the time for those
Absolutely.
things.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Cut out on
You
me.
know,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
froze.
Yeah, it froze. I
There
don't
we
know
go.
what happened,
There
ladies
we
and we
go.
still here. I don't know what happened. Did you get a phone call again?
No, it just froze.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what was that. I don't know what that was. I don't know why it
Uh,
happened, but everything was good.
interference, you know.
Yeah. That's okay. They say the devil works in mysterious ways, just like God. But as long as the devil busy, we gonna stay busy as well. So
Facts.
for you, all right, you got your daughter, you got your music and everything like that. What do you use? Do you use DistroKid to help get your music out there, or
Yeah, I use DistroKid is just my distribution service. I really don't like it. Like no shade distro, but they kind
damn
of
it,
suck.
Daniel, damn it, man.
They they kind of suck, man. But it's been pretty decent so far. And then like to push my music, I use like Spotify. I can't remember what it's called. Like playlist services, and then I use Submit Hub, and that's
Okay,
really it. And then just word of mouth, and I have like I don't know where it is. I have like a bracelet when I go out that people just tap their phone, and you have my whole album on
oh, that's fire.
my you know what I'm
That's
saying? Yeah.
fire. That's
I'm not when
fire.
it comes to distribution, man, I'm not playing. It's like
You shouldn't.
y'all gonna
You
hear me,
shouldn't.
you know?
You shouldn't. Man, make sure you can do as much as you can, or in pockets where you can, you put
Facts.
something together where you can do merchandising, where you have something, to for people to get that belongs to you, something that is a tangible good for your service, so you can not only just promote yourself, but you can get paid off of that and the music as well, man.
Right.
So I don't know how you feel about Bandcamp, but
Bandcamp's dope. Bandcamp's
Bandcamp is
super
a
dope.
good site. So if you put your music out there for $10, you would get around $7 and some cent back.
That's decent.
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's
very
it's
decent.
better than waiting on Apple, to give you your $10 or whatever it is. So
Shit, I agree.
yeah,
Because that shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, Apple don't really give a shit, and you could
No.
sell. Let me say this: you could sell 1,000 copies, and they'll get you your money when they feel like it. But if it's
Yep.
Bandcamp, they get your money the moment people pay for it. You start getting paid
Yeah.
immediately.
That's
And I'm
facts.
only telling you that
No, I feel that.
because I know.
I feel
So
that. Yeah.
absolutely,
Definitely gonna have
absolutely.
to look into that, man. Shoot.
All right, all right. So let's talk about this. What projects do you have coming out, or are you just working on music currently?
Man, I have two projects coming out, man. I have two big projects, and I also have some singles sprinkled in.
All right, let's
Um,
let's hear about it.
but
Let's hear about it.
number one, I just turned 30, so I have a introspective project called A Life Worth Living,
All right,
and
all
it's
right.
just all about like just you know just living life, like being in the present. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I tell some stories. I have some more introspective verses. I have some fun verses. It's gonna be 5 tracks. It'll only be 3 songs though. I will say that. I have some
Okay,
family members who are gonna speak. Just kind of what it is to have a life worth living. You know.
for sure, for sure.
And then after that, I have a project with my boy Velo. It's a collab, like a full collab tape. It's called Match Two. We
Okay,
dropped one last year on 420 called Match One, so we're gonna
all
drop
right,
it the same day again.
all right.
It's gonna be all weed bars. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there'll be more than weed bars, but
No, no,
it's
no,
definitely
no. You don't have to listen.
no,
Say what it
no.
is, man. Just say it. Yo, this is for the smokers, man. This is for
No,
the
I mean
stoners.
it's a little bit of both, man.
Okay,
It's more.
all
There's
right.
gonna be some more soulful tracks on this one
Yeah.
too.
Say this is for those
Like
who like.
real soulful, bro. Cause like I
Yeah.
want people to like after you take that first hit, I want you to ascend. You know. So, but besides that, man, I have some projects. I have a big project coming out in like the summer. It's called the Numbers album, and it's gonna be all
Okay.
about running the numbers up. That's
Okay.
it. It's gonna be solely focused on making dope music and getting people to listen to that dope music. You know.
Okay. Definitely.
And yeah, those are my three big ones. Other than that, I have some singles coming out. With I have a group as well, the UA. Definitely wanted to shout them out.
All
I have
right.
some singles coming out with
Speak
them, and we have
speak
a
on it.
huge project, man. We have
Speak on it.
a 24 song album coming out. I can't say too much because like it's kind of secret, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
you ain't got to tell me nothing, man.
um,
But let's
no,
talk
no,
about let's speak on the group as much as we can. All right, but
of course,
after you get to talking about the music because you got projects and everything.
of
Keep
course,
on going.
yeah, man. I uh, I just talked to West Side Boogie. I don't know if you know West Side Boogie.
Mm-mm.
He's a California artist, big out there. I mean, he's big internationally as well. But
Okay.
um, yeah, he I just talked to him, and I'm trying to get some music with him. And at the beginning of the year, I did a song with Rocky Fresh, and
I know Rocky Fresh. Yeah,
yeah, so like I said, I
from
started
Chicago.
big. Yeah, I started big, and I'm gonna try to end big as well. Like, I really want to get Twista on a song.
Okay.
I have my portion of the song done. That's my thing too. Like I said, I like to come prepared. So I have a lot of songs just ready to go that don't really have titles, but they're ready, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's all about that's part of it, man. As long as you are living in your art form and you're taking the time to do it, because it's something I need to get back to doing to get myself more involved in music. I've
I
been
feel
away
that.
from music for the past few years, and I really need to knuckle down and get myself back into it because that's one of the
Yeah.
things that are near and dear to me, and I love music, and it's a release for me. You know, it's one of those things where my artistry goes. Doing a podcast is part of it, but that's where my artistry goes is where my pen flows as well. So it's one of those things that I love to do, and one of those things I
Oh,
really
excuse me.
appreciate being in the studio, listening to beats, listening to the guys put their verses together, listening to somebody put a beat together.
Of
That
course.
camaraderie of being around the brothers, and you have the same thing. So talk to me about this group.
Yeah, man,
What's
we're
up with this
called the
group?
UA. We're called the UA. We're the Ultimate Alliance. And if you don't know, it's an old Marvel video game. It's all the Marvel heroes, and that's kind of like how we see ourselves. Not exactly as superheroes, but like um, we kind of like got the idea from the Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
They're a bunch of raw ass artists coming together, and they're making dope music. So um, it's me, it's my boy Don Damas, High Walker, Nash BG, Bookbag Benny, and then we added Velo this year. So we have a new member this year, or actually last year technically.
okay,
Um, but really, we are just like a culmination of different styles, man, and different races as well. So
okay,
Luke and Ash are brothers, and they're both white. And then Velo, don't know what he is. I think he's just African American looking at.
okay,
But Calvin's also black, and then we got our boy Bookbag. He's Guatemalan.
okay.
So,
Dope,
and
dope.
I, yeah, I just feel like we really come together and make this like dope new sound. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
the only thing I could really compare us to is like Brockhampton, because I feel like they put a lot of like sing-songy stuff into their music as well. But
Okay.
even then, I think we're a lot different than them.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
And how long have you guys been working on this project?
this one has been in the works for like probably like 2 years.
Oh wow, so y'all really been taking y'all time to put this thing together.
Yeah. Right
Okay.
now we only have one big project out. We do have one other single. Um, but I mean, what comes with the group is a lot of organization. And with
Mm-hmm.
6 people, it's hard to organize. So, um, like I said, Velo got added last year. The rest of us have been working on all of our music for like 6 years now.
Okay.
So, and
Definitely.
we just really started maybe in 2024 to start taking it more seriously.
Okay.
So,
All
but
right.
yeah, we're coming back with a vengeance, you know.
Definitely. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. All right, my man. So I don't want to keep you any longer and take up your time, man, because I can sit here and talk music with you for a little bit
I
longer.
know, trust me.
But there's stuff I need to do with the podcast and everything
I
else
feel
like
that.
that. If you could leave any message to people to inspire them, or if, not to say that something's going to happen to you. If today was your last day, what would be the message that you would want to leave the people?
I'd say be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. It seems like something so obvious, but don't let anyone not let you be you. Just be you. At the end of the day, no matter what, you're gonna get embarrassed. You're gonna get hurt. Things are bound to happen. Don't
There
let
you
that
go.
stop you from being who you are.
There
You
you
know.
go. There you go.
Yes, sir.
And before we go as well, let them know where they can find your music. Go ahead, do your shameless plug.
All right, man. So I go by the name of Mplied. It's the word implied, cut off the I.
Mm,
You can find me at it's underscore implied on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. You can find me at Malik Cole.
hmm
Um, Other than that, you can find me at on Spotify, Apple Music at Implied. Um, but yeah, Deezer, Amazon, all that stuff as well.
hmm
But yeah, that's where you can find me, y'all.
And if he not there, he might be at your mama's house. All right. So with that said, for everybody that's listening, I'm gonna leave it like I always do. I forgot what I was going to say. And remember the mission statement when you're striving for greatness. God never puts you in the driver's seat if it's taken. Implied, I thank you for being a guest on my podcast, man. Have a great
Thank you
night.
as well, man.
Appreciate you. I will be in contact with you in the future about your music and anything else
Yes,
that you
sir.
need to update as well. God bless and good night, my brother.
Be smooth, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.